What's going on, Faded Culture? I'm Adrian Barone. We got my boy Julio back here. I'm gonna show you how to do this fade in under 4 minutes. With all this short form content going around, guys, I decided to compress my tutorial, so let me know down in the comments below how y'all like this. Let's get straight to it. I'm gonna start by dampening the hair, grabbing from the center, which is going to be used as my profile section, guys. Once you're done with that, you're going to grab your neck section. As you can see, I have a perfect guide right here, and we're just going to follow that along, grabbing small sections, moving in a backwards direction at a time. The smaller the section that you do grab, the less cross work you're going to have to do, so just keep that in mind. As you can see, there's very little cross work that needs to be done right here. And guys, all the steps to this tutorial are in the description, alongside with all the tools that we will be using in this tutorial as well. Now, grabbing my thinning shears to remove a little bit of bulk that the hair has. This is just going to make it a lot easier to style and manipulate the hair. Comb it through and get all that hair out, guys. Now we're going to start with my 1.5 guard lever fully open, and we're going to begin the debulking process for this fade. You always want to debulk so you can set in your guidelines as clear as possible. Now with no guard, we're going to close the lever completely and begin our first guideline. And yes, my clippers are zero gap. There is a video down below on how we zero gap. Feel free to check that out. For our second guideline, we're going to open up the lever completely and take it up about a finger's width. Make sure that your guideline is running parallel to the one underneath and it's as clean as possible. Continuing with my 1 guard, lever completely open still. Just continue that process. Now with a 1.5 guard, lever still open, continue the process. You're going to notice that as I'm cleaning up the canvas and setting up, the lever is going to stay open. All that's going to change are the guards. So now it's the 2 guard. Again, lever still completely open. And yes, my steps did change slightly, so let me know down in the comments below how y'all like them. Feel free to try them and let me know y'all's opinion. And for the last guard that we will be using is a number 3 guard. From here, I'm just going to use clipper over comb and connect the sides to the top. And if you're new to clipper over comb, guys, I highly suggest that you put a number 1 guard or open up that lever just to use it as a safety net so you don't take off too much. And here I'm just going to freehand a little bit of that frizz. By now you should have 2 guidelines. We're going to start with that top one and work our way down. Using my half guard, we're going to close the lever just slightly, putting it into a 3/4 position. It's basically somewhere between halfway and fully open. Now with my 1 guard, I'm going to come back in and open up the lever completely and continue to remove that top guideline. And finally, guys, for that last guideline, it's going to be a 3-step process. I'm going to start with the lever completely closed. Then we're going to open it halfway. And finally, fully open. And I like to work in sections at a time when it comes to this last guideline, as it is very tedious. As you can see here, I'm just focusing on the left side. So continue that same 3-step process. Now we're just going to focus on the back side. And once it gets to those tighter area, guys, I highly suggest that you try using the corners of the clipper. It's going to help you take out those dark areas without having to take the fade up any higher. Now using my trimmer in a forward position just to get a lot closer to the scalp, and you'll see why. As I remove that bottom hair, it's going to leave a faint line, which is going to be used as a guide for our electric shaver. Now we know exactly how high to take that up. Continue by edging up the forehead using my Faded Culture products. Again, you can find them at fadedculture.co. Here I'm using my Turkish style razor and using my opposite hand to help stretch out that skin to ensure a softer shave. I'm going to slightly dampen the hair to help me work my product in a little bit easier. And we're going to come in with our blow dryer in high heat and high speed and start styling the hair. After that, add a little bit of hairspray, then hit the hair with the cool shot to really close that cuticle. Finish it off with a little bit of hair enhancements, and here are some before and after pictures. I hope y'all really enjoyed this short form tutorial, guys. Again, let me know down in the comments below how y'all like it. As always, guys, my name is Adrian Barone. This is Faded Culture, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.